So I guess we've gone from the NT, we've got to go down to Adelaide, where I guess all eyes are on Port Power on Friday over the weekend. How about this? Gone in 7,200 seconds. The Port prelim is a sellout.
Wow.
Absolutely insane. It took just shy of 2 hours for Port Adelaide fans to make Saturday night's a blockbuster AFL preliminary final against the Bulldogs at Adelaide Oval a sellout when the 26,500 tickets went on sale through Ticketek at noon, and there's already 9,000 Power members in the online queue. It's pretty crazy, and I think being an AFL state here in WA, we can feel the palpable tension over there. I think it's great. This is what we need. We need
100%.
Rescues of little babies being reunited with their families, and we need footy to look forward to.
I was sitting in the mobile studio / caravan on Friday afternoon, Jenna, outside Optus Stadium.
You were.
So ahead of the blockbuster last Friday night with Geelong and GW, you know, that was great.
Yeah.
You could feel the anticipation and the building.
Well, you could hear it.
You could. I mean, the momentum, it's coming.
Yeah.
And footy's coming. And look, we don't want to dance on the parade of the rest of Australia right now, particularly those people in lockdown.
Absolutely.
But, you know, it's our duty, Jenna, on behalf of the country to be able to host the grand final.
We understand the honour bestowed.
Once in a lifetime opportunity. And look, this is great. And I hope that Port make the grand final, because then as well, you fill up heaps of aeroplanes and people come to Perth.
True.
Provided that the border's still open in 2 weeks' time to South Australia.
Don't. You know what those goalposts are like.
Yes, that's right. By tomorrow, we might be shut till 2025.
Yeah, and vaccination rates will be 110%.
Yeah.
I don't even know how we get there.
That's it.
Speaking of good news over in Adelaide, and obviously we wanted to do our part to honour the tradition that is the AFL Grand Final and Melbourne in Melbourne. We wanted to have a Grand Final parade through the streets of the City of Perth. Could be denied. The AFL have decided that they would like a ticketed event.
RAC Areana.
Yeah, bit of a disappointment. Put a bit of a dent to maybe the Right Honourable Lord Mayor Basil Zemplis.
Yes.
Wanting to showcase his beautiful city.
That's it. Your co-host on Triple M, Brecky, Jenna. He'll be disappointed by that. But I think there's a mismatch at the moment, though, in terms of trying to even hold a parade without requiring people to sign in with a QR code.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be the difficulty in all this? I mean, I'd love it. I don't see why there's no point. While we live in a restriction-free society virtually in Western Australia, why couldn't we line Saint Georges Terrace through the city of Perth, you know, over the Matagarup Bridge to that beautiful stadium, get tens of thousands of people out to enjoy the spectacle? Yeah. Look, the arena's a good substitute, but, you know, let's be honest, we're going to be in an arena with a couple of thousand people in a ticketed event. Yes, it's free. It creates some red tape. I mean, we're really whinging about the 1%ers here when the rest of the country is dealing with COVID lockdowns, but I think on behalf of the country as well, we owe them the opportunity for a big grand final parade. Yeah. So it's a missed opportunity. It is disappointing. And, you know, I agree with the Lord Mayor there. You know, why could the AFL not have been a little bit more flexible? Yeah,
and I think maybe the government had a lot to do with that, considering they are nervous Nellies at the best of times, and the Mr. 8180 approach maybe hasn't helped in this regard, because we need to be realistic. Those of us outside of Victoria, the grand final outside of COVID is never coming back, or it's never leaving the MCG.
Not in our lifetime. No. I think that's re-signed to the MCG till 2059, 2060. You know, might as well make that, you know, 2,600. Yeah, exactly. We're never going to see it back in Perth.
So we've got to do it proud. Look, a really upsetting exclusive by Charlotte Elton on the front of the West Australian. Obviously, the health dramas in WA are actually no surprise, but internal documents have revealed just how short-staffed WA's health system really is, with Royal Perth Hospital dropping 327 shifts in just 2 weeks and staff warning of a desperate need in ICU. I guess it's terrible. Over 2 weeks, RPH, 327 nurses coming in sick. It's not a good look, is it?
No, it's not. And I mean, you know, Jenna, we talk ad nauseum at the moment about the fact that we've just had record ramping hours in WA through August, hitting that 6,000 hour mark. We have no COVID, which is just obviously starting to create a really poor picture of a very sick health system. And maybe that explains why on Friday it was an 80% vaccination rate and by Monday it's 90% vaccination rate, simply because our health system cannot cope. Now, that's not an excuse, because, again, we go back to the fact that we've had 18 months, Jenna, 18 months to prepare the system. I know Paul Garvey had the scoop this morning in The Australian that 200 additional doctors will land in WA by the end of this month. But throughout the entire pandemic, there have been exemptions right across Australia for international doctors and nurses to come into the country. So it's all well and good to blame previous administrations, but no, the buck stops with each and every state government at the moment when it comes to the public health system and making sure the hospitals are prepared. And here in WA, that lies with Roger Cook and Mark McGowan.
Yeah, absolutely.